Anything we can get you? Magazines? Chicken soup?
Some eyes in the back of your head so you can tell me who did this to you?
That I could have used.
Well, don't worry, Brady. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
How are you? The headache, is it better?
It's better, yeah. Did you sleep at all?
No, not really. I mean, I just kind of kept beating myself up for not being with you.
Come on, you're not my bodyguard.
You know what, though? The mugger attacks guys who are alone. So if I would have just called you instead of show up at your house.
You were at the house?
Yes, I was.
No, that's funny. I was there. I had no idea.
Were you trying to say that I wasn't there?
So the good and faithful Ariana doesn't have an alibi. Sometimes you just get lucky.
Oh, God. I overslept again. I can't believe it. Oh, boy.
Forget about Hernandez. It's not our problem now. What about Anna? Is she being a good girl? Excellent. Oh, very good. She's finally doing what she's told. Ciao.
Were you just talking about Anna DeMira?
Now this is the life. An endless supply of books. No Stefano, no EJ, no life. Oh, Tony, if only you were here to do this with me.
Excuse me, I think you're in the wrong...
Oh, my God!
It's you!
Calliope?
Are you kidding me right now? I mean, you were in the hospital. You don't have to come with me. I can just get them.
Fine. I'm fine. Look
I
at me.
know you're fine, but you were in the hospital.
Okay, in the hospital where they serve the world's worst coffee.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I can get both kids and a cup of coffee at the same time.
Okay.
It's crazy, I know.
All right, smartass, listen. I've been in hospital wearing basically a dress with a big slit down the back for the last few days. Okay. So the fact that I'm up and walking around and I have pants on is kind of a big deal for me at the moment. So why don't you make us a cup of coffee, black 2 sugars, and I will do the most important thing and I'll go upstairs and get the kids, all right? Caroline's not going to shoot me or anything, is she?
Well, you better mind your manners.
I always mind my manners.
Hey, daughter.
Daddy! Hi.
I just left you a message.
You did? About what?
The mugger got Brady last night.
Oh, my God. Is he okay?
He will be, yeah. Listen, I just came from the hospital. I wanted to ask EJ some questions, and they told me he'd been released.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually up with Grandma. He's getting Sydney and Johnny right now.
So you picked him up from the hospital?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Stefano couldn't handle that detail?
Just seemed easier for me to do it, since I'm gonna be living there now.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
My gosh, this is just unbelievable. It's been so long.
You look like you're about to faint in an attractive way.
Well, I'm just so surprised to see you, that's all. Here I am on a little vacation, and Suddenly someone I haven't seen for years walks into my cabana.
And a really old friend who knows you really, really, really well, who knows you kind of look like you're hiding out.
Why would I be talking about Anna?
Oh, I don't know. Because she kidnapped your grandchild and she's still missing, and it seems to me you're not the type of person to let a loose end like that remain untied.
You, of all people, should know that I always cover my bases. Besides, I mean, what am I going to do with the woman, huh? It isn't as if I have any forensic evidence of her crime.
No, that's true. I guess I misunderstood. And actually, Anna DiMiro is none of my business.
So, after everything I said, Brady said, and even your grandma said, you're still going to do this?
Dad, it's just temporary and helps me so I don't have to cart the kids back and forth all the time, and I can keep an eye on Will.
Oh, right. Because when it comes to falling under the DiMiro spell, Will got there ahead of you. I do swear these people are putting something in the water.
Dad, it's not forever. And besides, I have 2 kids with EJ. Things like this are gonna happen.
And what's going to happen with you and Rafe? What's he going to think when he hears about this?
I don't know how many times I have to tell you. I put myself out there and Rafe wasn't having it. He made it very clear to me that it's over, that there is nothing between us.
But there is a future for you and EJ.
Yeah, maybe there is.
Vivian, it's a mansion. I didn't see you there, but I was there.
Of course you were. You must have been.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Who cares who was where? For God's sake, Brady's been attacked and marked.
My God, to be branded like a steer.
A bull.
Victor, it really happened.
Brady, we're going to find out what this means and who did it to you. And believe me, they're going to be sorry they ever laid their hands on a Kiriakis.
Am I in trouble again?
No, sweetheart. Come here. Let Mommy talk to you for a second, okay? I just really wish that you had asked me first before you played with my makeup and before you got into it all by yourself.
I didn't do that.
But Mommy woke up this morning and found it all over the floor. Who else could it be?
You, Mommy.
What, you and Rafe, that's over?
Actually, I just saw him yesterday.
What happened?
He told me that he still cares about me, and then he did nothing but fight with me, and then he stormed off.
Because of EJ.
Probably. But, he refuses to believe that EJ's anything but the devil incarnate. And I don't know how I can have a conversation with someone who's being so completely irrational.
Well, I know I don't have to remind you what happened last time you moved into that house.
It's a complete disaster. But I can assure you that won't happen again.
Better not.
I was just explaining to my dad that it's temporary.
Well, it is what it is. But I will be keeping an eye on the situation. And I will talk to you later.
Sorry about that. You meant to say bye?
It's okay.
Where are the kids?
Oh, they're both sleeping, so I thought it'd probably be best not to make small talk with Caroline.
Right. Here's your coffee. Milk, no sugar. I'll be back.
Wonderful.
So I guess you heard.
I heard.
Well, Calliope, it was horrible.
Must have been. You loved him so much.
Yes. So that's why I'm here. I couldn't stay in Salem with Tony's family. So I just took his ashes with me and never looked back.
They'd let you fly with ashes? Anyway, it was impossible for us to get here. We had to take a single engine plane, a kayak, and 2 llamas.
Well, yeah, it is pretty remote.
And no one told me that llamas spit.
You know, I know why I made the effort to get here, but I haven't figured out yet why you did.
You believe me, right, Mommy?
I do. Of course I do. I love you, honey.
I love you too, Mommy.
All right, well, I better finish getting dressed. Okay? Roman, something happened?
I left you a message last night.
I know. I'm so sorry. I overslept. I haven't had a chance to check them.
Mugger struck again.
Oh, my God. Who was it?
Brady Black. And it looks like our mugger friend is targeting people we both know.
Granddad, look. I know you're mad, but I want the police to handle this thing.
What police? Bo was out of town.
This guy hit the mayor, all right? Roman says the whole force is going to be mobilized.
Yeah, well, I think I'll stop down at the station and have a word with Roman.
Granddad, don't.
Come on, Vivian.
Please.
Take care, Brady.
No.
She's waking up from your nap, aren't you?
Yes, I thought I heard voices. I have rooms ready for everyone.
Ah, good.
Where's Will? I said, where's Will?
I'm sorry, Sammy. Will didn't want to be here when you moved in.
Put me down.
Oh, of course you will.
Yeah. Hey, okay. What do you say we go up to your room? Do you want to do that?
Johnny,
Yes,
please.
Nano bought you a lot of new toys.
Yes.
I'll go too. Sorry.
How are you feeling?
Better.
Good.
You know, Samantha tells me that Brady Black got mugged by the same person last night.
Really? Well, Victor must be feeling the way I feel right now. You know, perhaps we should join forces and take care of this mugger our way.
You know, right now, that might not be a bad idea.
Are you happy, Elvis? I mean, Samantha's in the house, back in your life.
I kept up my part of the bargain, Father. So you better make sure nobody, and I mean nobody, finds out where Anna is.
Why should Anna be a problem, huh? Nobody's going to find her.
I still can't believe I ran into you here. I mean, this place is practically empty. You seem a little on edge.
Do I?
Yeah. I'm right. You are hiding from something. I mean, you can tell me. If you can't tell your old friends, who can you tell? And we are old friends, aren't we?
Will you snap out of it? You should be grateful to him for being there for you to lean on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He makes a great fence post.
Can we recap here for a second? Who was there by your side when Nikki was murdered?
Tony.
Right. And who was there who really caring about your well-being and your happiness?
Tony.
And who was there when you lost your
Not Tony.
Okay, 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
We did have a lot of fun back then, didn't we? Life was so much more simple, and all I had to do was make Tony DiMera love me, and all my troubles would be over.
Sure.
And you know, I was pretty much right. I was pretty much right. The times are different now, and if I'm in hiding, it's from my memories.
Absolutely.
You know, Calliope, you never did tell me why you were here aside from the hot stone massage.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Oh, boy.
What?
Eugene and I are having a little trouble with the IRS. It seems that they like to get paid. And so we're looking for a country that has no extradition treaty with the United States.
Oh, honey, is that bad?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, where is Eugene now?
He's deep sea fishing. Probably trying to get a loan from a marlin.
Is he gone all day?
A long, long time. And at first I was upset, but no one here speaks English. But then I saw you, and we have each other, and we can chat and chat and chat and chat.
No, I just don't think that'd be such a good idea.
What do you mean?
As a matter of fact, I think the best thing for you to do right now is leave.
Are you coming with me?
Don't you have a board meeting?
Forget about that. This is much more important.
You go to the police department. I'll take notes of the board meeting for you.
All right, fine. I'll send the car for you.
I'll walk you out.
Hey, Mariana. Yes?
You owe me an apology.
For what?
For pointing the finger at me as a Salem mugger.
I wasn't the only one who thought it was you.
You're the only person who works for me.
I work for Titan Television, not you. So don't hold your breath waiting for that apology. Forget that. Do hold your breath. And if you're gonna go in there to grill Brady on camera, forget that too.
I would never do that to Brady.
Oh, of course not, because you got your standards. You upset him, you deal with me.
Hey.
I waited for the sideshow to leave before I came in. Yeah?
Sure. Grandpa's out for revenge.
Yeah, it's the first time I feel sorry for a mugger. You okay?
Everything but my pride, yeah. I wanted to thank you for taking charge. You got me to the hospital.
You don't have to thank me.
I think I do.
So I gave Cook a list of things the kids might need. I wasn't sure about Sydney, whether she was still on regular formula or if she has the formula with extra iron.
She doesn't use formula anymore, Kate, and I don't know why you're still keeping up this act.
Okay, Sammy, I think the house is big enough for the two of us. And if it helps EJ to have the children here, I'm not going to make it difficult.
Really? So I can fire the food taster?
Mm-hmm. But I do have a little concern with the situation with Will.
You mean the situation that you created?
No, I didn't. He didn't want to live with you anymore because he hated seeing you and EJ under the same roof, and then two of you follow him here.
He just doesn't understand what's happening between me and EJ.
Well, I know that Stefano wants you and the children to be here, but I really don't think he took Will's feelings into consideration.
Look, that's one of the reasons I'm here. Because I am going to get through to Will.
Good luck.
Is that your cute way of saying you're going to do everything you can to come between us?
You're kicking me out?
No.
Then why? But you said we were friends.
We are.
Then I don't understand. I don't understand
Because,
it.
Calliope, it hurts too much. I need time to get past all of this. You don't understand. When I got the call about Tony, I thought I was losing my mind. In fact, I think I did for a little while. And I did some things that... Oh, you understand, don't you?
Are you in some kind of trouble?
Look, Father, Anna had better be under wraps. Hernandez may have broken off his little thing with Samantha, but he is still trying to find Anna.
So? Let him waste his time looking. He's not going to find her.
No. He cannot find her, Father. If he does, you and I will no longer get to spend any time with Johnny or Sydney. I will no longer be a part of Samantha's life.
Look, Elvis, you and I are not fighting anymore. Samantha's in the house, and eventually she will realize that she will want to stay here with you.
I hope so.
And we'll all be a family once again. I'll see to everything. And there is nothing that Raphael or Anna can do about it.
I'm gonna work things out with my son, and you're gonna stay out of it.
Okay, well, I mean, I applaud your determination. I really do. But Will is becoming a man, Sammy.
I know that.
Well, he wants to live his own life. He's really tired of trying to keep you together.
Excuse me? He doesn't do that.
Come on. I mean, you have made one disastrous mistake after another, and he's always there for you.
Am I really having a conversation with you about mothering skills?
Well, at least I'm on speaking terms with my children.
That's because they're afraid you're gonna poison them.
Sammy, let me just say, you have 3 small children who need you. Why can't you let Will lead his own life?
Because I'm not gonna stand back while he leads it in this house with you. I am not turning my son over to you.
Catherine, what's going on?
That's what I'd like to know.
I haven't exactly been easy on you lately.
You mean, like, telling me you want nothing to do with me, paying me to leave town, stuff like that?
Yeah, stuff like that. And last night when I was about to pass out, you were the one that took care of me.
I'm not a monster, Brady. No matter what people say, there was no way I was going to turn my back on you.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For not realizing that you're the woman who still is my friend.
Well?
Well, what?
Have you found the lowlife that attacked my nephew and my grandson?
We're working on it.
That's not good enough.
Victor, come on. What do you want from me? I have every cop available on this case, plus I have my best detective heading up the investigation.
What best detective?
That would be me.
I'm sorry, Hope. I just don't think you're up to this.
No, Calliope, I'm not in any trouble.
But you said you went a little crazy after Tony died.
Well, all right, yes, I did something reckless. And it turned out differently than I had expected.
So you're just trying to figure out your next move?
Oh, honey, I don't think there is a next move. I think this is it for me.
Are you saying you're still my friend?
You don't make it easy, you know. I mean, you showed up where I was about to elope, and you told me it was a mistake. A couple times you told me that.
I know. But I backed off, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
But still, that doesn't change how I feel about you. And whether you're engaged or not, I will always be the person who has your back. You know, when I think of the number of times that you have come through for me and worried about my feelings when no one else gave a damn, Brady, I'm just happy that I can return the favor.
It's all right. suppose you want to do an interview on me now, right?
No way.
If you need it, go for it.
No,
It's fine.
no interviews. I know when to draw the line.
Oh, could have fooled me.
Excuse me, Victor. You have been very kind to Sierra and me, but I have to tell you, I truly resent you saying I can't do my job.
I hope you know how fond of you I am. But I just think your life is much too complicated right now.
Victor, then why don't you help us out? Whenever anything bad happens in this town, you usually know who's behind it.
Not this time. I want this handled.
He's right.
Forget about Victor.
No, I can't. I have to be more involved. Hey, listen, if I have to switch nights, I'll do it.
You take a look at this first. It's a mark on perp left on Brady's chest. I thought it might be gang art, but it's not.
Oh, my God. I know what this is.
How do you know that?
It's like he's sending me a message. Actually, I was filling Sammy in on the situation with Will.
Filling me in, yes, that's definitely what I would call it.
Are Giovanni and Sydney all set up?
Yes, they are. They're getting to know the new nanny.
Good. I tell you what, why don't you and I go for a little walk? And then we can give Samantha and Elvis some privacy.
Sure.
Good idea? Come on.
So, what really happened?
Oh, she was just talking to me about Will, you know, doing everything she can to make me crazy.
Just don't let her get to you, Samantha. Okay? I mean, Will cannot keep avoiding you forever. Look, you live here now. You know, and he misses you. He misses Sydney. He misses Johnny. I know that you can make this right.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm here.
Is that the only reason that you're here?
What else would there be?
Well, I was just wondering if maybe part of the reason that you were here might have been because of me.
What do you mean, sending you a message?
You see the 3 rings? It's a Celtic symbol.
Again, how do you know that?
Well, I saw this for the first time when Beau and I went to Ireland with your father. This is the same exact symbol I saw on a necklace in a store there. I was curious, so I asked the owner what it meant. And he said that the 3 rings represented land, sea, and sky, or 3 Celtic deities, one of which is a goddess named Bridget. And she represents female empowerment.
So what are you saying? You think our mugger could be a woman?
Could be. All the attacks were on men.
Yeah, but E.J. Demera says that he thinks he saw a guy.
But he also said the guy was too far away to be the person who hit him in the head.
Where are you going?
The hospital. Talk to Brady. I'll call you.
All right, look, I'm fine with doing the interview, okay?
Well, it's not up to you. The call that I had to make, Frank said that the news department got an order from on high not to cover this one.
Victor.
Frank wants you to call him. Discuss your next assignment.
Oh, well, what are you doing?
I'll check in with you later. I'm going to take the morning off and stay with Brady.
Okay. Then, I guess I should get going. Feel better.
I'll do my best. Thanks. So that's for me.
Ta-da. Yes, these are for you.
Sweet thing. Thank you.
And so is this.
Little bitch. Wish I could just wipe that smirk off her face. She doesn't deserve him.
I wish Huge and I could afford to stay here, but I don't think Uncle Sam is going to let us.
I'm so sorry.
But you know me. I always think there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and if there isn't, I was poor before, I can be poor again.
But you have Eugene, which is better than any pot of gold. And I have one of those hot stone massages scheduled for myself.
I'll see you later.
Yes, unless my plans change.
Will they?
Well, if they do, it'll be nice. Bye-bye, Calliope.
Bye.
You know, thank you for taking the time off, but you don't have to hang out here if you don't want to.
No, it's okay. I feel really bad about last night, so
All right.
I'm not
You don't
leaving
have-
you. I'm not. Look, what was going on with Vivian anyway? Why was she?
Oh, don't.
She was like Santa wasn't at the house.
Don't worry about Vivian. She's a career criminal. All right. She thrives on trouble.
So your family is full of criminals, and my brother works for the FBI. When we get married, we have these family gatherings. It's going to be very interesting.
Sorry. It's all good.
Oh my gosh, Brady, I am so sorry to hear about what happened to you. I'm here to follow up on the statement you gave.
And that would be my cue to leave. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. Okay? Yeah, it's fine. Does anyone want coffee or
No, I'm
tea?
fine. Thank you.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Are they any closer to making an arrest?
Well, as a matter of fact, I think I am. It has to do with this.
Sure, you're definitely one of the reasons I'm staying here.
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, it's like I told my dad, you know, you're great with your kids. And they need time with you, and at least until you're 100% again, you know?
Oh, I see. It's about convenience, is it?
Well, we have a new understanding, right? We're cool with each other.
Yes, we are.
So I can be totally truthful with you.
What is the truth?
I can handle this. I can certainly handle your father, especially since you told me that he's sick.
Yeah. Dying. Sick. Right.
But then there's Kate. I just had that one conversation with her, and it just brings it all back
okay.
for me.
Look, just let me take care of Kate, all right? I will deal
No,
with her. I can,
it's not about you. It's about us. And every time we're alone together, we're gonna get into it. And I just don't want to deal with that. So I don't think this is gonna work.
Ariana,
Yes.
so glad I ran into you.
Oh.
You know, if Brady needs anything, please let us know.
Oh, I can take care of Brady.
Oh, I do hope so.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just a little soupçon of advice.
Okay.
I would keep my eyes on that very good-looking young man in there.
Why?
I just have a feeling that Nicole might be looking for a little opportunity.
The ins and out of the porn industry, not funny, Frank, and I'm not going there. Illegal underground gambling? Okay, now that I can get behind. There have to be some nut jobs involved with that.
All right. Now, I'm feeling that you're, I don't know, a little cross with me.
I don't want you getting into arguments with Samantha.
Okay. I'll try to restrain myself.
Try harder.
You know, Stefano, you invited Sammy into our home without ever thinking how that would affect me, affect Will.
I had to think of the bigger picture.
Well, I don't know what that picture is. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
My son is back in my life, and his children, and I want him to be happy. And He is in love with Samantha.
Come on. Seriously, you have to be kidding. There is no way. He didn't learn?
Well, maybe he thinks she's changed. I don't know.
Well, she hasn't changed. She hasn't changed at all. She's using him. She's using him the same way she used Lucas, the same way she uses every man she's involved with. She uses them, and then she moves on.
Samantha's not going anywhere. Trust me.
You want to leave? Samantha, you haven't even stayed one night.
Everyone who loves me thinks that I'm totally crazy for doing this. I mean, I haven't even told my mom because I already know what she's gonna say.
I understand that, but you knew this going in.
I want to do what's best for my kids. You know that. But this whole thing with Kate, I mean, it's just stupid.
Okay, so you're just gonna leave Will with her?
No. No, I'm not. But I can't even move in without telling him first. I mean, he's already mad enough at me.
Samantha, we can deal with Kate. Truly.
This isn't a cat fight, EJ. She's tried to frame me for murder. And this isn't even about Kate. It's about a million reasons that I shouldn't do this.
I did it. I made contact just like you said. And for the record, Big Shot, I don't like it. Not one bit.
I think he's close to finding out who kidnapped Sydney.
You're gonna help me catch Anna DeMera whether you like it or not.
If she talks, you and I are gonna lose.
The residents of